All right, y'all, welcome back to the channel. One thing I really want to talk about, if you did not see my last video about stacking Amex points or double dipping with Amex, I want to talk about some of the things that you should think about, because I get questions all the time of people literally being like, holy cow, you can actually stack 14 different Amex cards, and you can get more than that, depending on the situation, off of one inquiry. But there's a lot of things you need to think about. Just because they're American Express cards, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to get as many American Express cards to flex that you got Amexes? Because when it comes down to it, why you need to be strategic about credit card stacking and stacking with American Express specifically is, first of all, it's fantastic. You can get millions of points off of these cards. Yes, there are amazing sign-up bonuses that you can get, and if you follow this channel, you'll understand how to utilize those points and get status and be able to save thousands of dollars on your travel. But if you apply to 5-10 cards at a time, what do you have? You have to have a plan, right? If you're going to do this, you need to make sure that you have a plan, right? You need to be strategic. Just because you can double dip and you can credit card stack with American Express doesn't mean it's cool to just have those cards, because guess what? All of those cards come with a lot of annual fees. Annual fees are going to stack up. And a lot of those cards, just 2 cards, the Amex Gold card and the Amex Platinum card, are going to run you $1,000. Now, if you have a Bonvoy Brilliant, if you have a Hilton Honors card, if you have a Delta card, if you have all of these additional cards, right, those annual fees are going to stack up. And if you're going to get those cards, have a plan. Do you have a plan to spend that money? Do you have a plan to hit the sign-up bonuses? Because don't get me started, I don't want you guys to get these cards and then not hit the sign-up bonuses, and then you lose the opportunity to get the sign-up bonuses, which can be massive for your travel, which can be massive for the amount of points that you can stack up. So when it comes down to it, y'all, make sure that you have a plan in store for this. Make sure that if you're going to utilize American Express for some business funding or their business credit cards or their business products, you have a plan to put that money into place, that you have a plan to utilize it for your business, or hire people like myself or others to be able to put you in the right position to learn what you need to learn for your business, or scale your business, or market your business, right? Hire the right people, get in the right rooms if you're going to utilize it for business credit or business funding. Like, have a plan in place. Now, if you get the travel cards, have a plan on how you are going to actually use that money. Hit those sign-up bonuses. I know I just said it multiple times, but you need to have a plan. It isn't just cool to be flexing a bunch of Amexes when you got $2,500 in annual fees. It doesn't work that way. You got to have a plan. Now, another stipulation or something that I want to talk about when it comes to credit card stacking with Amex is if you apply to a bunch of these cards and you change on your applications, you change up the income, or you cannot verify the income that you put. Maybe you put a high amount. Amex can be extremely stingy, right? They might actually call for a financial review because your applications aren't lining up. So if you apply to a ton of cards and your applications are changing, or you use a bunch of high numbers, they might ask for a financial review. And then guess what? If you're unable to verify the financing or the income that you had put on your applications, or it changes a lot, then they might end up slashing those limits or cancel those cards out, right? We want to take American Express really seriously because they're an extremely valuable asset to you on the personal side, on the travel side, and the business side. They have a lot of really good advantages. You guys can see from the videos I'm going to be putting out here, they're extremely valuable. So take them seriously and treat them with respect. Another thing too is do not mess with a ton of gift card manufactured spending with American Express. So if you're trying to find ways to hit your sign-up bonuses, do not do the gift card play. Don't do that with American Express. Why? Because they have people checking those statements. They have people understanding exactly what you're doing, and they're going to do the same thing. They're either going to slash your limits, cut your lines, or get rid of you altogether. And Amex, once you're in Amex's bad side, you're pretty much screwed. It's extremely hard. There's people that have had issues. I just talked to a client who was in a divorce years ago, 20 years ago, and he didn't even spend on the card. His wife spent on an authorized user card and went crazy and never paid it back, and he hasn't been able to get back into Amex in 20 years. It wasn't attached to him. It was an authorized user card, right? And Amex still won't. And he's proven, said he'll pay off that account, but of course American Express probably sold it to a collection company at some point, right? So once you're in the bad graces of American Express, you're pretty much not going to get back. it's really, really hard to get back into the good graces of Amex. So don't screw it over by doing, crazy stuff. Now, retail MS could work to hit those sign-up bonuses, right? Because you are putting it back on your debit card. I'm not going to talk too much about that, but you don't want to do any crazy stuff with American Express. So like I said, American Express has some back-end stipulations with their applications, with their financial reviews and things of that sort. So you want to be smart with them. And when it comes down to it, because you're double dipping with Amex, play it smart. Do you need to apply to 5 to 10 cards? No, you don't. But if you do, right, if you plan on doing it, have a game plan, put that together. How are you going to hit the spend? How are you going to hit those sign-up bonuses? Because we want to make sure that we're hitting those sign-up bonuses and make sure to respect them, right? So these are just some of the things that I wanted to bring up, which is, what are some of the bad things about credit card stacking? We talk about all of the great things that are possible, but when it comes down to it, you're building a relationship with American Express. You want to keep that relationship. They are massively important when it comes to travel, in points, in miles. They have great co-branded cards as well, and points earning cards. So treat them with respect, have a game plan, and strategize your credit card stacking. Maybe you apply to three, 4 American Express cards this year, and then you apply to 3 or 4 next year. You don't got to do it all in one go. Make sure you hit up sign-up bonuses. Make sure you treat them with respect. And those are the things I want to talk about. Don't play around with them. Don't get screwed over. As always, appreciate you guys being here. Let me know if that was helpful to understand about credit card stacking and double dipping from my last video. You still want to think about some of the cons. Credit is chess. It's not checkers. Credit is chess. It's not checkers. You got to think ahead. As always, hit the like, hit subscribe, hit me in the comments. Join the free school community if you haven't. I'm going to keep dropping value for you guys. It's a beautiful summer day here. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.